Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. We're gonna head down to Forlorn Hope.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time. I hear you defeated the Legion forces at Nelson. I'm impressed and thankful. It'll make my job around here much easier. Things are better now that the Legion at Nelson have been defeated. Men have waged war on each other for countless centuries. Now is no different. People fight and die for what they believe in. I'm just here to patch them up so they can go on their merry way. Do no harm in all that. Sometimes it does feel that way. I feel like a mortician than a doctor. Often I just don't have the resources to handle the number of injuries here. To make things worse, I think someone might be stealing my supplies. The simple fact that I no longer have as many supplies as I should. I've been careful with them, and I should have more than what remains. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go searching for the missing supplies since I have my hands full with injured soldiers. I store a variety of drugs here, but it looks like my supply of Hydra is diminishing rather quickly. Excessive use causes dilated eyes and increased heart rate and blood pressure, massive sweating, you know, the usual.
I got reminded to do this quest because
that would definitely be appreciated.
the culprit was standing outside.
And keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Hopefully he's still out here. He is indeed.
Aren't you the gal that helped wipe out Nelson? Holy shit, that's fucking crazy. Missing medical supplies? No, I don't know anything about that. What? Oh shit, how the fuck? Oh man, I'm in some deep shit now. Look, I can explain everything. Really, just give me a chance to explain. Have you looked around? Have you seen what's going on here? What we're going through? This place is hell. I've seen all my friends butchered by the Legion in front of my very eyes. I can still hear their screams at night. All I wanted was a little escape, so I took some drugs to help me do that. Is that so bad? I never thought about that. But look, I needed this. I needed to escape for just a little while. I needed this. So what happens now? What? You want me to turn myself in? Why the hell should I do that? I guess you're right. I'll do the right thing and turn myself in.
Quests don't get any easier than that.
Hello? Ah, look who it is. I heard Private Stone turn himself in for stealing my medical supplies. You have my thanks.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
I'd be passed out if I was playing that drinking game right now.
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before. And I've heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
Welcome back. The station's been silent for quite some time now. I guess this confirms what we've all feared. Thanks for letting me know. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available. We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
I don't think the Legion would take a super mutant, but that is just it's a wild guess on my part.
Nothing is severe. Charlie seems to be getting a lot of extra medical supplies for some reason, while Bravo hasn't requested a resupply in a while. Echo has been reporting heavy Legion activity down on their end, but that's about it. Thank you, and good luck. Bye.
Get to run around 3 of the 5 again.
I have a report here that says the Legion forces at Nelson have been taken care of and that you had a hand in it. You have my thanks for that. Those guys have been giving us a lot of trouble for a long time now. Now that they're gone, we'll be able to prepare for the upcoming conflict at Hoover Dam. I'll be honest, the Legion has me worried here, but I think I can spare some soldiers. Consider your request granted.
Hello?
Where is the quartermaster? Maybe I'll just turn the quest on. Oh, he's asleep.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. So, I heard you helped take over Nelson from the Legion. Glad to see someone making a difference around here instead of just complaining. I take it my men weren't dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. I want to know about this.
All the NCR take out the servos on those so they don't need the training.
I didn't expect someone as famous as you to be here. Please tell me you're here to help. I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line.
Gotta do some more surgeries here, like in the Boomers camp.
Evening. Thanks again for looking into my missing medical supplies. Now I can actually use them on people that need them. With business booming like it is, and considering I'm the only person with medical experience in the camp, I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience? Excellent. As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them.
I bet the Courier's probably the the best surgeon in the Mojave area. Take a leg there, and an arm. And on the both side, the same side. That's a rough one. They're on opposite sides. It's a little easier to get around on crutches. What, did he leave?
I didn't expect to see you here. Excellent job. Where'd you learn to do all that? I don't think I could have done much better myself. Very impressive. As for the men, they'll recover soon and be back on the front lines in no time. Huh, the circle of life. I'll send word to Major Politely about your work here. Once again, you have my sincerest thanks.
I don't think that one guy's coming back out. It's all books on the road for the Courier. Nine int and books on the road. God damn, is the Major sleeping too?
Don't need this right now.
Back already? What do you need? Dr. Richard said you did a good job in there. That's mighty high praise coming from him. Well, with that over with, and the Legion forces that Nelson defeated, we finally have some breathing room. Now we can actually try to strengthen our forces along the river and prepare for the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam. Watch yourself out there. Whoa! Watch out!
Bloatflies. Since everyone loses their shit.
Controlling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear plant.
What a pointless trip. Here I thought I'd get a shot at that junkie bastard. You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment.
I am sorry about the Nephi thing. It was an accident. Didn't kill him. He was wearing the standard Fiend uniform.
Hey girl, you need something from me? What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude? Yup, a lot of people make that connection. Big gun, sniper. Some people don't even need to ask. Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty. Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes. Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all. The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm first recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you? Just another injury to take care of, huh? Well, when you put it that way. All right. You can tell the lieutenant I finally caved. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing.
We won't go quietly. Legion can count on that.
Keeping quiet.
Turn around.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time. What can I do for you? I wish someone with your medical training had come along sooner. I think she'll actually stick with the treatment because of what you said. I was afraid that Betsy wouldn't go for long-term treatment because she didn't want to look bad in front of the rest of the squad. You settled that. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Okay, now we've got 3 successive fast travels to do. Or no, a total of 4. Actually, we don't need too much fast travels. Yeah, hills and rocks.
No sudden moves and you and I will do all right. What do you want? Best of the best. That's all there is to it. Really nothing more to say than that.
Rangers like their crazy mustaches.
No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super mutants. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off.
Did you need something else? High casualties? We've had one broken ankle, but nobody at this post has died. There are other ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report. Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed. And they're not needed here.
Now all the way over to the mountains. And then back to Forlorn. Again.
Rest stop.
Yeah? Yeah, it's a damn shame. There was a lot of talk about expelling her from the Rangers, especially once the gambling and drinking started. Being posted here is her second and last chance, and so far, I'm not impressed. Link's jumpy all the time, and the others are sick of it. You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained death claws? I would have remembered that. If someone is saying I filed that report, that's a load of crap. I won't have my name attached to a clerical error.
There's some Enclave people in the Great Khans. Trained death claws are, they're a boon, though. My, sole survivor has, probably 30 or 40 death claws patrolling, Spectacle Island.
Morning.
Welcome back. I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Golf. But why would the chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to.
Weird path to this cave. I think I gotta go down and around. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Have you ever wanted to be invisible? Stimpack reserves adequate. Running low on medics. We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
He's full up. Well, I just need to borrow this one.
This one looks pretty tough. Fighting over. Time to fight. Complete.
I'm actually gonna keep that with me for a few groups of those, I believe.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Let's get this in gear. Someone's looking to cash their chips early.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Come on, show your head again.
This one looks pretty tough. Cessation of hostilities complete. Time to fight. Was that all?
God, how do I get to this freaking cave? Oh, there it is. What is it?
Hit boy lights on.
Let's kick this in gear. Oh, there it is.
Who are you? How did you find this place? Refugee camp? Is that what they're calling it? Good old NCR. They can whitewash anything. Let me tell you something. That refugee camp, it's built on the blood and tears of my people. Nobody likes to talk about it, but I remember. We were the flails of God, the scourge of the Mojave, the best warriors and raiders in the wasteland, until the NCR tracked us back to Bitter Springs. The main force hit the canyon by surprise. While our warriors tried to hold them off, we sent our women, our children, our old through the Red Pass. NCR's 1st Recon Battalion was waiting for them on Coyote Tail Ridge. No con left alive. That was the order, my family. For revenge, the NCR committed an atrocity here. An atrocity that they tried to bury and forget. I'm going to remind them. I know that, but what else can I do? Maybe you're right. Maybe 3 years is vengeance enough. Thank you for helping me see that. Here, this will unlock the supply caches we left in caves around these mountains. You might get some use out of them.
I'd have liked to shoot that guy, but in terms of the cons, I'm gonna let bygones be. Yeah, we'll turn this back in. We'll turn this in when we have everything done. And we've helped solve all the problems here at McCarran, so they should send people.
Those cons got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new territory.
After we get all this NCR Brotherhood of Steel stuff done, we'll get the strip stuff sorted. White Glove Society and the Emeritus.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it. Well, you have been a great help here, and with the saboteur dealt with. Yes, I think we can spare a few men. Consider it done.
Now to Camp Golf.
Oh, hell. What is it now? I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. I've gotten soft with no action. Yeah, well, somebody has to wrangle those washouts and losers. Somebody's got to turn them into a real fighting force. Disappointed. We call them the Misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, a kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter. You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure. Man, it's my life. I joined up when I was 16. I don't know how to do anything else. Yeah, well, I didn't want to get promoted out of the field. I didn't join up to drive a desk.
I gotta do the Misfits quest before he'll agree. And for this quest, in there, one of the options is give him like 20 doses of Psycho. And the ending slide is they like destroy the Legion in the Battle of Hoover Dam, but then go crazy and kill several officers, end up being executed. Needless to say, I have all the speech checks necessary for this quest in 5 minutes, so. But we'll talk to him all regardless.
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do for you? In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me. I suppose if you must stick with your narrow, parochial view of in charge, then yes, it's a no. Are we done? To what purpose? It's highly unlikely you'd understand anything I'd say. Suffice to say, I'm a certified genius, and when I'm discharged from this pit of testosterone and failure, I'll have all the money I could ever need.
Really?
It's a simple idea. The Army offers fiscal security and generous benefits at the cost of substantial personal risk, if you're on the front line. If you perform too poorly, they'll scrub you out. Perform too well, and you get sent to the front lines. All I have to do is ride that mediocrity gradient to a cushy, do-nothing job miles away from the war.
Pretty smart, actually.
That seems highly illogical. What reason would he have for doing that? Well, this is an unexpected variable. I had hoped to coast on an easy wave of mediocrity to a cushy government pension. Your insults are both unhelpful and unwanted. I'll thank you to keep them to yourself. And what do you propose? As you wish. I'm sure the optimal solution will become apparent to you in time.
Hello. Y'all sure are a big old hero. I gotta write my mama and tell her I met you.
You spelled right wrong there, buddy.
Well, as it turns out, we had a string of bad harvests a few years back. Pa said he couldn't afford to feed but 3 youngins or we'd starve. As the biggest one, it was my job to go join the army so's my sisters could eat and so's we wouldn't all be killed by raiders and Jesus would love us. It's all right, I guess. I don't like all the fighting we gotta do, though. I ain't scared. I just don't like hurting folks is all. Ma always used to tell me, boy, you're the biggest and the strongest, so you mind yourself. Every day she told me that. Guess I done took it to heart. Well, I was born on a farm out in California. Weren't much. Me, Ma, and Pa, my 2 sisters, and about 40 acres of corn and Brahmin. Didn't ever have no problems, really, except for some lean years. Then I joined up and got shipped out here to New Vegas. They're mostly pretty nice. Poindexter showed me how to make fireworks. Raz kind of scares me sometimes, but I don't mind. He's had a hard life. To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness.
Human niceness.
That's right.
In a war.
Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other. That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. So maybe you ought to think about it first. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am, or they ain't gonna listen. Whatever you think's best. Toodaloo. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear war. Oh shit, here comes the brown noser. What you want? Shit, honey, it was this or the Fiends. And Fiends don't last too long in the NCR. At least this way, the badasses with the top shelf guns are on my side. What do you want to know? Whole place used to be some kind of rich bastard resort back before the war. Now the Rangers use the old resort and we grunts get to live in tents. Fucking typical. Ain't much to tell. Grew up out west in the Boneyard. Heard of it? Yeah, not many people have. Wasn't really a good place for kids, you know. I joined up to get out. My family's still back there. We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick. O'Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig? Whatever. Not like I need any of them. I do just fine on my own. Yo, I'll tell you what this squad needs. A healthy dose of angry juice. Psycho, the big red one. I used to run with the Fiends. I still got the hookups. Smuggle some in and you'll see an improvement.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that.
Whatever.
That'll cost
Right.
you your life. You'll get hanged. Or is it shot?
Hell of a battle at Nelson. I'm impressed our troops survived. Easy. This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, it's not like I'm bitter or anything. Not much to tell, really. I grew up in New Reno, joined up, took my shot at being a ranger, didn't make it, so I'm stuck with this crew of jokers. Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm saddled with the worst damn unit in the NCR Army. Think that might have something to do with it? Yeah. I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They don't have any ambition, no drive. They're slacking off, and that reflects badly on me. Please. Camp Golf is where they shuffle off anybody they don't want anymore. Assignment here is a career ender. He did, huh? Well, good luck with that. You'd have an easier time teaching radroaches to march in formation. Well, if you ask me, what we really need is to get this whole squad out on the practice range. Shape up our marksmanship and explosive skill. I'm sure the others have their own ideas, though. Are you sure? I've got enough clout to get them started, but these guys are pretty lazy. I doubt they'll want to be pulled in different directions. You're the boss.
What time is it right now, anyway? We'll do some training, some midnight training. I'm sure everyone in camp will appreciate that.
Bye-bye.
Whoa, I hadn't saved in a long time.
We won't. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling. It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home. You know, if you were serving, you'd probably be halfway to general by now.
We won't go quiet. That.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this
What do I gotta do here? Do I gotta wait for the day? Probably do.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Well, Hanlon sure let this place go to shit.
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja.
And maybe I'll try fast traveling. Maybe that'll fix it.
Never seen one before, but I heard they chew nails and spit napalm. The Ranger... Nelson's back in our hands.
We won't go quietly.
It's been a long
Agent
tour.
can count on that.
All I can think about... It's been a long tour.
It's been
All
a
I can
long
think
tour.
about now is going back
All I can
home.
think about now is going back.
Might have to look up if this is a known bug now or what.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Patrol. It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home.